In scenario 1, upon reading the case study, it is determined that Jesse is the sole reason for the turbulence in the EC company. Sally, a well-experienced and great worker, has been unsettled due to overhearing Jesse speak about replacing her on the job with a robot. Jesse should have pulled Sally into a meeting to discuss any performance issues he had and also mention the probable replacement. Sally exposes the team's trust issues when she brings up the overheard conversation, and to her surprise, hear that the team has been hearing the murmurs of the switch as well. The team felt as if there was going to be a change, then Mr. White or Mr. Ike would have relayed the information down. Sally feels as if being that Jesse is in a managerial position that he may know something the rest of the team does not. Due to Sally working for EC for some time, Mr. Dwight noticed she was not happy as she has previously been. He stopped to check on her, and when he did, Sally informed him of the overheard conversation. She expressed her disappointment with the company along with the fear of losing her job. She expressed to Mr. Dwight that Jessie had her time herself on the production line and used those numbers for a reason to employ a robot instead. Sally felt that as an experienced worker with EC, she should have at least been afforded the honor of a simple communication. Jesse needs to have a team meeting and be honest with his employees about his actual intentions. Jesse failed in the trust category as a leader. Once his team started to not trust him, the production along with the morale started to decrease. Jesse needs to understand that leadership is creating a vision, but also needs to understand that ensuring everyone knows about it, that it is clear, and the methods of achieving it is established. Jesse needs to show his team members he is confident in their abilities. He should also let them know that their competences, experience, and personality is what makes the team successful. In addition, one of the fastest and most effective ways to build rapport is to ask questions. When you pose a question, you're essentially giving authority and respect to the other person to hear them out. In scenario 2, Dwight's plan to set up a successful team will require competent, transparent, and accountable leaders in the team. You have to have these attributes in order to build trust across the team. Dwight should hire locals to help with the establishment of his new team. Dwight can establish trust in a culturally diverse environment through giving trust to other teams working virtually. Dwight needs to communicate with transparency and consistency. Being transparent means saying what you mean, meaning what you say, and doing what you promise in any setting. The management should not undergo or undermine the team's efforts. Cultural intelligence is an assimilation of knowledge, skill, beliefs, experience, attitude, and behavior that are developed and evolved through the effect of family, society, religion, schools, friends, colleagues, and organizations. It is a link between the team and the consumers in the international market without necessarily being physically in the country. Therefore, Dwight should have in mind how to enhance global collaboration to ensure the success of EW in Japan and South Korea. Adequate resources, knowledge, and talents of the cultural IQ will be required with the help of Japanese and South Koreans to sell the EW's products and services in that region. Steps should be taken by team members to make the virtual experience work are, first, you should set up an effective communication strategy. Communication is the oxygen of a well-distributed company. Make sure information is spread factually and relevantly. Make sure information is delivered to its intended recipient and the data is easily understandable. Second, track goals and commitment. Managers should set clear goals and commitments for the remote workers to achieve. Regular virtual status meetings are a good concept to tracking updates and goal completion percentage. Lastly, appreciation matters. Even though they are not physically there, remote workers still need communication, connection, and appreciation from the rest of the workers. Even a few words of encouragement can make a worker's day more positive.